Well, hello again. Finally the sun is out and most of the snow is already gone. And there's a lot of shaded area here from the trees and whatnot when the sun comes over. This will all be gone probably in a day or two, but it's really melting away over there, which is what I like. Time to get out there. Let's get out there and take a look at that steering column. It is steering column removal time, which won't be that difficult because I've already got everything loose. See, the whole steering column's loose. It's only being held on what's out here. Now, Nick Pepe has already done a video on this, and I've watched it a couple of times at least. There is this requires a 12-point half-inch socket. That bolt right there, it has to come out. It's the one just below this bracket arm that sticks out. Okay, it takes a half-inch. You got to have a 12-point socket. 12-point. Do not try to take that thing out unless you have a 12-point socket. If you don't have one, I had to turn the wheel to get the bolt in position where I could get to it with a long extension and a ratchet. Go downtown and get you a 12-point socket. Now we have to take out this bolt right here. Now this bracket right here, it comes down right here if I can reach it. It comes out from underneath here. It goes down and it bolts. This is the other part of it right here, the little leg right here on the inside. It bolts to this bracket. So I got to get this bolt out here, and there's one just like it on the other side, on the opposite side of the bracket. The last thing to get out is I got to get that nut off right there. That nut attaches this rod going down to the transmission. This is your shifter linkage. I got to get that nut off. This open end wrench is holding one end. It's got a socket, a hex head deal on this side to hold it while I take it off, which is kind of cool. And you can already see that our steering column is beginning to slide out already. What was that, about 3/4 of an inch already? So let's get it out. Let's pull the steering column and see if we can get the rest of that insulation out, and I'll be happy for today. Well, everything is loose on the other side of the firewall. Let's see if I can get it out. I may have to adjust the wheel back and forth to make, to pull that shift link rod through. So I'll probably wrestle with it for a little bit. Let's see what I can do. The last time when I took out the entire evaporator enclosure and everything, it sort of popped out without me really realizing I was that close. So I didn't film the grand moment. When it finally came out after all that struggle, and one of our subscribers said, it would have been nice if it had showed us that. Okay, yeah, I understand, but it surprised me when it came off the firewall. So this time, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm going to let everybody see it if I can get the steering column out. So let me go around the other side of the car. Alright, here goes. Win, lose, or draw. If it won't come out, I'm going back in the house. The heck with it. I'll tackle it tomorrow. I'm kind of tired already. You believe this? It figures. Nothing ever happens right with this car. What is the problem here? I don't know. It's all loose. I'll take one more look outside. Apparently, where it goes to the firewall has to be lifted up. I've got it down too low, so this whole thing will have to be lifted up, and to clear that there's at the bottom of that hole, it's hitting against the bottom of the hole. So let me try it one more time. I hate this stuff. I should have done what Nick did. A big old soft pad here to lay on. Let's see what happens. Well, it's the next day and I have a new burst of energy. Of course I do. So what I'm going to have to do here to get this stupid thing out is this thing right here that I took the two bolts out of. One on the side, one over here. It's got to go this way. And the reason it has to go that way is so I can clear this thing right here from away from that edge. I don't know if you can see that thing or not, but it's caught on that edge over there. See it? Right there. It's caught on the edge. of that thing right there. So it's going to have to come this way. And in order to do that, I've got to make a better angle right here. So that means I'm going to have to lift up on the steering column and then shove it to the left, and that should come right out. But I'm going to use a little bit of help from WD-40. I am going to get a little bit of help, a little bit of grease. You know, what the heck, I figure I have nothing to lose, right? What have I got to lose? I got nothing to lose. Alright, let's see if that does the trick. Now, come to think about it, I think old Nick said I have to take these two plugs out on the firewall. There's just a couple of plugs that plug into another plug, a female into a male, and I won't be able to swing it to the left very far with those plugs in the way. So I've got one out. Let's see if I can get the other one out. Alright, I got them both out. Good. There they are right here. It'd be these two right here. Alright, let me get this up out of the way somewhere. Alright, let's see if I can get in a better position to get this baby out than I was yesterday. I was pretty tired yesterday after I took those bolts out. It doesn't take much to tire me out in the wintertime. My mind is always telling me, go back in the house, you know. Okay, I'm going back. I'm tired. Here we go. Well, that way's not going to work. You know, what I really need to do here is plan B. I don't have a plan B. Actually, I do. Maybe I should pay for a flight for Nick to come out from Colorado, take it out. I don't know, maybe. Well, as you can see, we're running into another glitch. I've almost got this thing off. I got the bolt out. I almost got this thing off. As you can see, it's come out quite a ways. However, this is now hitting on this. So I'm going to have to get the steering wheel way up to get this thing way down so it'll clear this, and then once this is off, I think that should do it. Now how am I going to get that thing held up higher than what it is now? Well, all it took was some rope and the application of some magnificent genius. Well, I do believe that's going to clear it. Let's see if I can get that collar off of there now. That rag, they call it a rag joint because it's made out of cloth, some kind of a burlap kind of stuff, I don't know. Well, that's all it took. Once I got that out of the way, it came right off my hand. Actually, just slid right off of that stub down there. This light, I know, is bright. Gosh, that thing is bright. There, can you see the stub right there? And that thing I needed to clear is way down at the bottom now. Now I can go ahead and lift it straight up. It should not hit on anything up here. I don't know. Let's get this thing on a tripod and see if my brilliance carries forth. Okay, there's nothing holding it now. It should come out. If it doesn't come out, I'm probably going to get real tired. Come on, baby, do your thing now. Come on. Look at that. I knew I could do it. It's a piece of cake. Piece of cake all the way, top to bottom, front to rear. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and leave the steering wheel laying right here for now on the passenger side floor. And I'm going to go over and take a film and let you see what's going on with the rust over there. And then I think I'll work on the rust for the next video. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Pretty rusty. Not as bad as it could be. We're rusted right through here. That's not going to be well. I'm going to have to get some washers for that one and this one. And alright, until next time, this is John.